fully upgraded Jaguar Cup. Hello everybody and welcome to Opafed Gaming. You're listening to the Opafed. Today we're driving in a rookie electric event called the Jaguar Cup. We're driving a Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy and we're driving it at the Sepang International Circuit in Malaysia on the full track. We're doing 4 laps. We're driving during the day with a nasty storm brewing out there. And we started 12th of 22 cars. Now, this is a long race, so 4 laps. They each take quite a while to do, so there is no point in getting wild or chaotic. Let's just sit back and see how the track folds out in front of us, see how slippery it is with the rain. Let the cars kind of string out a little bit into a nice line so that you can pick them off one at a time. Now we dropped a spot and that's okay. Like I said, we want to see how the drivers are going to go, because this is Grid Legends that we're driving in, and they do like to bump and rub you, like I always mention, and you always got to watch out just in case they spin out in front of you, or if they hit another car, or they run into anything that can slow them down and spin them out in the track. You got to watch out for it, because when that happens, sometimes they take out cars behind them, and you could be one of them. So you don't want to be taken out, because at any point in the race, doesn't matter whether you're on lap 1, 2, 3, or 4, if you get taken out and you get pushed back half, 3/4 of a lap because of that, it's going to be kind of hard to recoup, especially later on in the race. If it's going to happen, let it happen at the beginning. So that out of the way, there isn't really much of a strategy other than trying to keep up with the main pack, which is always what I like to do. These electric races have boost gates in them, and if you hit both gates, you get an extra boost for a short period of time. I prefer to miss them, because when you're missing them and the other cars are trying to hit them, they're on the side of the track, so they have to veer over a little bit. And when they do, see here, I'm going to hit both of them, just so you, oh, I only hit one of them. If you miss them, you can usually cut on the inside and get past 1 or 2 cars. So keep that in mind when you're racing this particular race. Other than that, keep up with the main group, the front group, and try to pick off 1 car at a time while you're doing that. In the first lap, it's not such a big deal because there's so much more time to go, and 3 more laps is going to take a little while. We're just finishing our first lap now. And we're in 6th place, which sounds pretty good. And you might think, well, we got it in the bag. We've only got 5 more cars to pass, and we still got 3 laps to go. But it's not quite that simple. Just because you only have a few cars left to pass doesn't mean you're going to get to pass them that easily, because the ones that we've already passed, there's a reason why they're behind us, because they were slower. But these guys in front of us are a little bit quicker, so they're a little bit harder. They're a little bit more competitive, a little tougher to pass, but definitely by no means it's not impossible. So like I said, you just catch up to them, and because it's not critical at this point yet to be number 1, we just kind of drive our own game, drive our own race. Go your own speed, drive nice and clean, and when the opportunity is there to get by one, just take it. But other than that, just stay behind them, because even if you were right near the front, I prefer to have somebody in front of me that I can chase. I'd rather chase somebody for a lap or 2 than be the one that has to lead and have everybody chase me. The reason, he took himself out of the race. See, now, like that, I'll get back to that in a second, but that guy now, he took himself out of the race. By the time he turns around and gets going, he's going to be number 22, okay? He's just not going to get back in time. And we got just over 2 laps left to go. He probably isn't going to catch back up again, okay? So keep that in mind. Anyhow, to get back to what I was saying before, I like to have 1 or 2 cars in front of me because they act like a pace car. Now, what I mean by that is that if you see car number 1 in front of you and you're driving right behind him, you know you got to pass him to win. So he is your pace car. Keep up with him, and then you get a good chance in the last lap to pass him. Rather than being in front. See here, I'm going to hit both gates.
Okay, you've got boost.
That's what it looks like when your boost is ready, but I don't need it. So as I'm trying to keep up with my pace car, I stick with him, and I try to stick with him as close with him right up until the last lap, and that's when I usually try to make my move, because that way I know how fast I got to push it, I know how hard I got to go, and on this particular track, if you go too hard or too fast, you're going to over boogie on the corners, and when you do that, you slide off the track and you end up losing speed, and you end up losing position, 2, 3. You don't know. So try to stay on the track, drive a little bit more safely, a little bit slower. Like I said, you got both cars in front of you, you know you got 2 laps to go, you have nothing to worry about, right? You're sitting in I think we're sitting in a better position than the 2 cars in front of us, because they got to fight. They're fighting with each other right now, trying to see who's going to be number 1, and then they got to fight to hold me off. So all I got to do is follow them. So that's why I like the pace car idea. It's just a different way of playing, a different way of driving, I guess. Anyhow, we are in our 3rd lap, getting up to about, halfway through. This race is absolutely awesome. It's not too slippery out. It's growly as crazy. And it's just, the graphics are great. The gameplay is great. The only thing I miss, and I'll say it till the last race I play, the only thing I miss on electric races is the grumble and rumble of the internal combustion engine under the hood. There's just something about it. I grew up with it, and I love the roar and rumble of the car, of a nice, strong, heavy V8. But what we've got now is an electric car, and you do get used to it. It's different, and they overshoot the corners a little bit. This particular car does anyhow. So it's a little, not really hard to control, but you just got to be aware of it when you come to a corner like this. Slow down, because otherwise you're going to shoot off the end of the track. But they got to slow down too, because they're all electric cars, and as they do, that's when I passed that last guy. Now I'm second place. Only Rick Scott's ahead of us. And if you look on the left hand side, you can see that he's like half a second ahead of us. Now half a second is nothing. He's right there, you can see him. So 2 or 3 seconds still is not very much. What you want to do is you want to get ahead of him. And remember what I said about the boost gates, go on the inside. Now had I been right behind him, I would have been able to pass him. Now let's see what his boost does. Well, that was not much of a boost, I'll tell you. He moved a little bit, but not by much. So we're sticking right with him, and now we're going to get by him. And as we come around the corner, I do believe that this lap is almost done. This is I think this is the end of the lap right here. And we got 1 lap left to go. Now remember what I said, we were a half a second ahead of him, and you could see the car was right in front of you. 2 or 3 seconds, you're still not that far in front. If you look in the rearview mirror, you can still sort of see him, but the gap is getting bigger. Now we're up to 5 seconds, and now you got a nice little buffer. So you could push it a little bit, but not to the point where you're going to overshoot the track. Just keep going. You've only got 1 lap, so I don't mind being the lead car for 1 lap, because it's going to be over before you know it. And if you can keep an eye on your buffer, just over 5 seconds, not bad. You don't want that to go too low, because then if he does hit that boost gate at the end and he zips by you because of that, then you're going to end up in 2nd place and you won't win the race. So knowing that, you've got to stay in first, keep that buffer 5 seconds or bigger. Now we're up to 7. I think we're going to be okay. because we're getting close to the end of the race. We've got a little ways left to go, less than half, and I think we're going to be okay. I really like this race. It was kind of cool. I don't enjoy the really rough, stormy weather as much for driving in, but I do think it looks cool on the screen, and I love the raindrops hitting your computer screen, simulating your windshield. I think that's really cool. Kind of a nice little added touch to the game. Here I almost over boogied a little bit, almost drove off the track, but I managed to pull it back in just in time. As we're coming up around this corner here, we're almost at the end. I think we're gonna go down, go straight, come down, hit a couple more corners, and that's it. So we keep it clean. We're at a 9.5, 10-second lead now. There is no way they're going to catch back up to us. We don't need to hit those boost gates, so we just cut her short. Come down to this last straight section, then we get to the end, turn, and come back towards the grandstand. And that's the end of it. We will be winning this race. Really enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it too. You have yourself a great rest of your day, and hope to see you back here again at Opafet Gaming real soon. Don't forget, you've been racing with the Opafet.